thing you want to do is see that it's recording, you see it in red,
That's recording it.
right? You'll see people appear here, then you can approve or deny. So right now, these are just all the people that were invited.
Oh, they're not here. Sorry,
No, I
Mike.
can't go, I'm just
So what's
sitting.
gonna happen is that when you see somebody show up, they'll show up in this
Okay.
meeting and you'll see when has to show up with a
Hope
check
so.
mark and that.
Me too.
Okay.
Otherwise, they might be voting.
Sue's probably still away, so she should have the teams. I'm doing her to show up, and then English, we not here yet.
Yeah,
So,
Sue said in the email, I would be.
Sue Davis,
Yeah.
she's coming to ask me when she's here. in the
That's why we're working.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
She's a- she's
Yeah, yeah.
So
very good.
I'm just waiting for her and then English, and then we'll have. This is gonna go over if we need to, right?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So
So just make sure that at the very end.
Yeah.
When the meeting is over, this is very common, that you see who's on and disconnect them. And then, vote.
Oh, so, okay.
Because what happens is if they stay on, it stays running. And
Are
then
you
I gotta
serious?
trim the.
Oh, I
video
didn't know
and all Yeah,
All right, well, that's something, to know. Okay.
so I like Zoom because it is meeting for all.
So then we can, or do that. Well, Brian's here. Sweet. I'll let, English, I'll take you the best.
I
Oh,
wanna
okay.
make sure everything is good. And
Sit right here, Brian. I'll let, English. We still don't have a quorum yet.
Nice to meet you.
We don't have a quorum.
How you doing? Brian?
Hi, I'm Jared. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
How you doing, sir? How you been?
Does anyone have Sue's number?
Oh, you know what? Let me check.
I think you might have.
I may, if I didn't get ticked off and take everybody's number off. Let me try.
Hey, Jason. I don't have my computer with me.
No, I don't have it.
Let me check my email to make sure no one. Oh, wait a minute. I think she wanted to change it from 5 to 6, and then okay, hold on a second. I can change the time. Oh, that's when I told her I can change the time. She said something. I might be a little late. Probably still, I don't have English, so we just pretty much, it's just one here.
Yeah, we can only do what, informal?
Just can't vote on anything.
I mean, I guess we could just start it.
I've got info to share, I guess, for everyone, just so that they have it, and then, you know, as far as like agility equipment and things like that.
You go and look at you sit down. Everybody got the emails from Danny.
Yeah,
Last word.
he said I may be a little late. English though, so I guess everyone said it was good for 4 to 5.
I didn't see any email from you guys. I just missed it.
Yes, we're proving why we need more members on the board.
I mean, we could just, we're gonna talk about, I guess we could just do a discussion of the workshop and then we can vote on what day we want to do it on. We could do that.
You know, like,
And Brian's here, so
That we can vote on later.
we can vote on that later.
I have things about agility
Okay.
equipment that I just wanted everyone to know about and get the figures
Okay.
of. And then it doesn't have to be today, we can talk about it next meeting, as far as
Okay.
voting for it, and if we decide to move forward with any of it. And, you know, you can still give us our update,
Okay.
maintenance and all that, so
All right.
it'll just be a little less formal.
When you are ready. Okay, we'll start.
But we don't need to, you know, call order and
No.
all that, because we don't have forms.
Yeah, so, all right, guys, welcome. Guys, so, where do you want to start there, Taylor?
Well, let's start with the 2 new people in the room, if we can maybe verify like what the process is on that, and when we expect we could get them on the committee.
So, that's a great question because the board president keeps taking it off of every agenda. It was supposed to be on, there was a unanimous agreement that it would be on the workshop tomorrow night. She has taken it off the agenda, so we'll be requesting that it be on the agenda at the meeting.
Okay,
So it's either happening tomorrow, until it gets on the agenda, we can't vote on it. And
Okay.
It keeps getting taken off.
gotcha.
I don't know
So
why.
ideally, it goes back on the agenda tomorrow.
Ideally, it goes back on tomorrow. If not, then on the 28th at the board meeting.
Okay. Well, we'll hope for tomorrow,
Yes,
fingers crossed, so that we would have had a quorum.
we would have had a quorum, yes.
with new people. Okay, awesome. Well, real quick about agility stuff. I did a little bit of research on that from, I don't remember the lady's name that was here last meeting.
Dory Moore.
Dora.
She had mentioned the company, so I looked through that and they have a couple of packages that are probably the best way to go. They are quite expensive. I mean, for a 4-piece, they're like a bronze package. It's looking at, you get a hoop, a weight table, a tunnel that's probably about 5 feet long, 6 feet long, and then a smaller wall jump. Those are 3,743. Now, they are all coated in a rust resistant coating and they have a textured coating on them for a grip. So they're not slippery when it's raining and things like that. It seems like very nice equipment, but I mean, that's, over $7,000 for both sides. And that's just a 4-piece set. You go to a gold, 7,738, you get 7 pieces. You get the 4 that I just mentioned, plus a ramp, plus barrels, you get 2 wall jumps and the weaving poles, flexible weaving poles. That might be the better way to go. Then we split the pieces across both parks because, small dogs probably aren't gonna like the wall jump, especially if it's a little bit higher, and they're, probably gonna be a little bit more afraid of the ramps maybe, whereas the big dogs might be a little, might take a stab at that. So certain things could go to the small and certain things could go, like the weave poles could be on the small dog side. And they can have fun with that kind of stuff. But that's what I've seen on that. It's all about 6-week turnaround time for orders. And it does come with like the mounting brackets to put them in the ground and secure them. So everything's included in that price, but it's obviously quite expensive. So we would definitely have to make sure that if that's what people really want.
Is
because
that
then
any additional concrete footers in the ground?
it
or-
said that the concrete footers were not required for their equipment. That whatever fastening system that they have, the concrete's not required for it. I think maybe they just bury into the ground and secure that way, maybe similar to how the lights are working.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those don't require the concrete either, so.
Am I allowed to speak? Or-
Yeah, I mean, not really.
Well,
Yeah.
in the past, the American Kennel Club, so you know guys that the American Kennel Club has a big event here in Orlando, right? On Convention Center. It's a
Yeah.
huge event. And they do agility competition. And they have shipping of new equipment. They use brand new equipment for the competition. And then when it's time to finish, they, instead of packing everything, they sell a very low price. At least that was what they were doing in the past. And is equipment certified by American Kennel Club for the competition. So it's the best quality that you can find on the
Yeah,
market.
for sure.
However, I know that they were selling this equipment at the end of the competition in the past. I'm not 100% sure if they still do it. But
That's
that's
something
something to explore if you are interested, because of that point you have the brand new equipment for a fraction of the cost.
Absolutely, yeah. That would be good to look into. Do you know when that conference usually is?
Is don't remember, but it could be between I'm pretty sure maybe it's in January or February.
Okay.
Yeah, or
I
I
mean-
don't think it's in December, but it's.
I'll
it's
Google it
in-
and look it up and see
Yeah,
what it's
I
about
can-
anyways, but
I'm in contact with the American Kennel Club because I'm an evaluator for the American Kennel
Oh,
Club,
okay.
so I can
Perfect.
quickly shoot an email and see if they're still doing that.
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, well then that's all I've got on that. Obviously I was in a rush, so when we do a forum, we can put on things, it doesn't.
Yeah.
People aren't demanding this, but it's something to look into for sure. That and then shade. I know we wanted to talk about that. getting some more shade, especially on the small dog park side. They don't have a lot, they don't have that giant tree there like we do on the large, so. Other than that, I would like to talk about a workshop with you, which is why you were invited today. So my thought process for the past few months has been to do a sort of workshop at the actual park with you there, over behavioral aspects of dogs, specifically their physical behaviors and body language when we're
Excellent.
introducing new
It's one
dogs
of
in
my
the parks.
favorite topics.
So because we have a majority of people that are uneducated on, what to look for when it comes to dogs playing. For example, they think the universal sign of happy is the tail's wagging. So if the tail's wagging, then all is well, which, is not true. And so little things like that, what to look for, because new dogs are coming into the park every day. Puppies, very young puppies are coming into the large dog side because they feel they're large breeds and they're 4 months old. They're already too big really for the small dog side. So they're coming in and there's a lot of forced introduction of the dogs instead of, letting them kind of figure it out by themselves. So I thought we could invite the regulars of the group and use Facebook for that, use whatever social media means that we have for that to get the group there. And then, we can use whatever dogs you want. I mean, I don't know if you have dogs that you'd like to bring to demonstrate this, or we can just kind of watch the dogs interact as they do on a regular basis. And then, you can kind of point out and demonstrate and educate everyone there in a really informal manner, but at least they can then see, okay, this is what you should be looking for, see how that, and then things like that. So
Yeah.
everyone knows the obvious signs when the hair is up, but when that tail is straight
Yeah,
up
but
and
then when
stiff.
the hair is up, you
Yeah.
are already lost
You're
the
already,
train.
yeah, exactly. You're
want
already
to-
about to step in.
Yeah.
So what are the warning signs to that? And maybe also
And
for people to
also-
understand that every dog doesn't have to like every dog. We kind of think as dogs as these like immensely social beings and that they're gonna love everything. Maybe that's true for a golden retriever, but not necessarily for, every dog in the
I
world.
agree 100%, yes. Also, we can do refocusing techniques. So
Yeah.
when you see that the dog is changing his body posture,
Yeah,
you want to be able to focus the dog to prevent. And
Yeah.
You guys have ever watched the videos that I did when the dog park first opened? That it was on Celebration website, and I went today to check. It's not there anymore. But there was a
I
video.
just heard about these last meetings, so yeah. that
Yeah, there
curious
was
one.
a pretty extensive video about the dog park,
Okay.
what to do to prevent. The audio was terrible because I don't think we use a proper microphone, and there was the traffic, the toll
sure.
road. So it was not quality-wise a good video, but it was a lot of good information. If you want to do, we can redo the video with
Yeah.
better audio.
Yeah, I
Then
mean, we
that
can
is
certainly find a
something-
way to
Yeah.
isolate your audio and we could even film, the interactions that you have.
Yeah.
As long as everyone's okay with being in the film,
Yeah.
that's at the workshop,
Yeah,
then
that
we
is
can
a
absolutely
real
film
life
that.
scenario that would be even better.
Okay, yeah, one other thing I think as well as the body language would be, refocusing techniques, exercises, and then also recall exercises with anybody that would be willing to learn that, because that is my greatest concern at the dog park is you have, 100 yards of park, and if something happens at that opposite end and you're sitting down underneath that tree and your dog has an interaction and you don't have a verbal recall on that dog, there's nothing you can do. You're sprinting to the other end. I mean, so much can happen before you get to that
Oh,
dog.
yeah, definitely.
So that's the greatest concern I see from dog owners there is zero recall with their dog, unable to get that dog to disengage from.
Well, that recall, the strong recall require a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not something that I can explain.
but at least we can start them off with-
Daily work.
Yeah, here's an exercise you can start with and go from there. This is the intention of this exercise is to grab the attention of the dog and take it off whatever it's focusing on and things like that, so they can understand a little bit more how dog mind works. And you can
Definitely.
show them that. Cool.
Is this something you want the whole community to be part of?
I want anyone who wants to come, who's registered to the park, of course. And I think maybe it's best to do it over 2 days if we can. Maybe one day, 1 week, one day the other week, depending on schedules, but certainly one for the small, one for the big.
Okay, 1 week for the small one.
Yeah, we don't want to mix and match just for the sake of a workshop,
No,
so.
no.
Is there a difference between the small dogs and the big dogs in the way that they would react to your part of your training?
No.
Same?
Same techniques apply to every size.
But yeah, that would be my only thing, just probably split it up across 2 sessions and invite, and that's why I was saying use all the social media that we have
Yeah.
to really get out the word about this is what's gonna happen on this day. And we can use people like Paul that are at the park every day to spread that word and say, this is what's happening. I'd like to make a flyer and put it at the park if we can, inside that box there. And just get as many people that want to come and are interested in it. I would hope everyone would be.
How many hours is that workshop?
Well, I normally tend to keep things short and sweet because people they have a short attention span.
Yeah,
I
big
know.
dogs have a short attention.
Yeah, exactly. So, I would say 1 hour.
I agree.
Then I'm not a person, I have people waiting for asking me question and leave. I always keep extra time to answer everybody question, but I will say 1 hour should be more than enough.
Yeah, I agree. 1 hour is good, I think, because you'll lose the people after that. You can keep the dogs going if it's not too hot, but you'll lose the people for sure. And it may go a little over. You may get, questions from people and, they may want to do one-on-one stuff with you, which is great, but, yeah, I think 1 hour. 20.
Is there a particular time of day you think would be best for something like this?
Well, if we want as much as people as possible, I would say in the hot hour of the day.
I was thinking early morning.
Yeah.
Early morning?
I mean, not like 6 a.m., but like, first thing in the morning, maybe on a Saturday. When most people are gonna be off. things like that.
9 a.m.?
I have Saturday, I always have my group classes. They
Okay.
start at 9:30. So
Okay.
we need to do or before or because my group classes are always 9:30 and 5:30 and they're already scheduled.
Okay.
Private lesson I can move it, but
Okay.
group classes I already scheduled.
We always do Sunday too.
September. So, but also on Sunday.
Okay.
I have.
Group classes
I-
Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can do before 9:30,
Yeah. We could do like an 8 to 9.
fine.
Okay, let's look at 8 to 9.
Yeah.
See how that goes. 8 to 9.
Ideally a Saturday then, if we can.
But when the weather is start cooling down,
Yeah.
we can do even at 11. It's not
Oh,
big deal
definitely, yeah.
in the
When it's
winter.
fall.
But if you want to do it, let's say in August
Yeah.
or September, it's still hot. And I recommend to also do morning because in the afternoon we always have the showers, so it may
Yeah.
not be a problem.
Okay.
So, but in the winter, I can do, 11 noon, whatever you think.
Okay.
And it's a good time to have a crowd.
Ideally, I was thinking soon, so I was thinking August,
That's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
a Saturday in August, if we can make it work.
So I want this to be, good, right? I want to be,
Yeah.
I want to be prepared for this. So
Okay.
we just talked about this now. We're not gonna have another meeting till, after August. So I'm thinking, are you
Okay.
guys okay with being this short? Like maybe try, I mean, what would you have to, what would you need from us to start this? My question.
And I have people and
People show up,
dogs.
right?
It's
Yeah, that's it.
So
the only thing
this-
that I really need.
Yeah, I'm just worried if we try and do it next month, we're not gonna have enough.
Okay.
Now. Because we haven't even voted on the days, the time and all that
Alright.
stuff. So
So if we can do that online, the voting,
Yeah.
right? And then we can get the social media started after we get the online vote done? Is that how that would work?
Yeah, we
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
And
I
then
have
we
to do online. so
Blast all that out after the vote is done. So, okay, so you think September then?
I would say, I think we have a better chance in September.
I don't think we need another meeting for it necessarily, because I
No,
know we've talked about it before. I know Sue's on board with it. So it's really just the amount of time to use the social media to get the people saying, okay, yes, I can do that,
Mhm.
put it on their calendar. So, all right, so September, then we can do it. Also, it'll be slightly cooler. Couple degrees.
and you're okay with September if we decide?
Whatever you guys want. I mean, you know, I'm here from August 4th, I think.
Okay.
I'm going vacation on the 22nd, and I will be back. I'm back August 3rd. So even the first.
Okay.
All right, so yeah,
Whenever
so September would be better.
I start class on August 5th, so the only thing is going to be before classes.
Lauren said if we do it in September, we can put it in the magazine as well.
Oh, perfect, yeah, okay.
It can be in the Friday Flash for a few weeks,
Sweet.
building up to it, so.
Awesome. Do you have a card? Just have your
Yeah, sure.
contact info.
Also, well, you are going the one for the agility equipment,
Yeah,
in case they answer me from the American Kennel Club.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's the one, the original, yeah.
No, it's new.
Oh, is it?
I did this new business card to, because I 10 years in business in celebration.
Paul and Lauren, just so you guys know, we don't have quorum, so we're just discussing things, but nothing that'll be decided here.
I don't know if you want these. These are the programs from the American Kennel Club that I have.
Okay.
Well, I have an extra program. I had, during COVID, I had puppy kindergarten because I was super scared that people were not socializing the dog. So he's from age of 8 weeks to 15, 16. This is the START program from when the puppy is fully vaccinated and up. This is the canine good citizen test that is associated with the intermediate class level 1. Then I have an intermediate class level 2. And then I have the advanced class where we do another test from the American Kennel Club. There is the American Kennel Community Canine, and then I don't have the brochure, but there is another test that is called Urban Canine. And Urban Canine is the equivalent of the public access test the Canadian they have to certify service dog.
Okay.
So in United States, it's not required now, but it may be required in the future, and this is what people there, they want to be sure that the law doesn't change and find themselves in trouble when they do the document, all
Yeah.
the places where they go with the dog and they do the test, and just to be on top of everything.
That's the one Benji wants to do next.
Yes, because Benji did the canine season, this is the community, and then there is the urban.
Oh, actually.
Okay, well, that's all I got. How about you? How about Brian? You got for us?
The part that was supposed to be installed today,
For the electrical.
Yep.
Okay.
so they're saying tomorrow they should be out with it.
Okay.
So we're
Do you know time?
expecting. Usually they're here about 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So we're hoping to have that.
And for the future, do they have a plan as far as grounding, better grounding, surge protection, anything like
We
that?
do. That's what I have, Michael's Electric working on a proposal right now.
Okay.
And we're also trying to get an approval from the board right now, for the next board meeting, for a backup board to have on hand.
Okay,
That way we're not playing a waiting
waiting
game.
for parts. It's a good idea.
So,
Just to update that, because they just told me the spare parts were approved and they will be ordered. Yeah, we're gonna have double, both of each, so 2 batteries and 2 boards. So just in case something like this happens, we'll have a backup, so no more of this, let's test it out. Oh, we need a board, it's no board. So it has been approved. So that's, Jose, let me know before the meeting, you weren't in here before it came in.
I know him and I were having that back and forth. So, awesome.
Are those useful at the pools too? Just out of curiosity, is it the same system at all the gates or is it different for the dog park?
They're different. Each board is slightly different.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
but they're not going out anywhere else like they are at the dog park, so it's good to have a backup.
Something about it, yeah, what is this, the third time? I know. Okay, well, I know I wanted to talk about, you know, the rocks again, and maybe we can't do that until we have a quorum. Not that any decision was gonna get made today, I think, on it, but, you know, when we talked last time, you know, and maybe you guys can clarify this, maybe Jared can clarify this, but I received an email, and I know we spoke about it in, the last meeting from the lady that was here, saying that, you know, the rock situation should maybe come out of the maintenance fund of the dog park for the year. Because a certain, you know, she had said a large amount of money had been approved for maintenance within Celebration, not just for the dog park. And that, you know, at least in her opinion, and that the switch out of those rocks should come out of that fund and not the funds raised by those that in this committee or are at the dog park. So, you know, again, we can do this when we have quorum and it can be a little bit more official, but just curious on thoughts on that.
Can I ask a question?
I think so.
Am I allowed to ask a
Yeah,
question?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Could we do that ourselves?
You mean,
Could
as
we-
far as
Could we take care of that ourselves?
the
Could we
job
go in
and
there
stuff?
and, with equipment, because we have one of our people who's got all kind of equipment and, you know, to move the stones and put the new ones down?
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a liability,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, well, I said I would
That's
ask,
a
so
liability.
I will. And
Yeah,
know who
that's
that is,
definitely a
right?
liability.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's got also some bags that I was supposed to get and he didn't get them to me in time to bring to show you guys, but we didn't even have a meeting anyways.
yeah. No
Of
worries.
the type of stone required.
But that was only my question, is if you guys had any ideas on if that's something that we could even propose? If,
I think so.
okay. I mean, it's just been a never ending, you know, back and forth on that thing. I'd like to decide one way or another. It was, what, 7,000, like
Was,
the meeting minutes from
Originally it was 2,300.
the email, but it was, I think, close to $7,000 to do it. So,
yeah, 6,675.
yeah. And that's, you know, I think we have 16,000.
About 5,500.
Did we ever
going
get an
towards
exact
the
number?
shed, and 1,150 going towards, replacement of sod.
Okay.
Well, I can give you the number. The number is, and we'll go back to maintenance because there's something I want to bring up. As of now, the dog park fund has $19,016.76. That's what we got.
Can you say that again?
Yes, $19,016.76. That's what we got currently.
Okay.
So that's our number. Okay, so you have anything else with the dog park? Maintenance. All right, I just want to bring this up about,
Oh,
go ahead.
yeah, one more thing. We are, having pads arriving on Friday
Okay.
for the light posts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because
Yes.
we're getting
running into
reports
them.
of dogs green, they'll be green.
So it defeats the purpose.
Um,
I mean, the idea was that the dogs see green, so they run into them. We need to have color out of the green.
Okay,
We paint them
we can paint the bottom of those.
with like a high visibility. Like
Yeah,
color, right?
the thing is, we gotta stay within celebration standards when dealing with stuff. I mean, we can't just go out of,
No, I know you can't have pink and all, but that was the whole idea, Brian, is that they're running, they see green
right,
and green post-its when they run into. Now, that tape helped a lot. I mean,
What colors the tape?
pink,
All right, it was pink. I mean, do we still have
Yeah.
them up there now? Because I know we have.
yeah, they kind of melted into the post, so.
Can we, is it allowed to do like a high visibility yellow, like a safety yellow?
That's,
Putting that through ARC sounds
yeah,
like.
that's
would
an
be nice.
ARC issue there.
Have those been ordered and
Yeah.
like they're here?
They'll be here on Friday. They have been ordered and they'll be here on Friday. They're scheduled to arrive on Friday.
Was there a problem with the tape? Or is that being on there and being pink?
Well, so,
And we kept it low.
so I don't know what's been going on with you guys at the parks. I got an incident report last month
Okay.
about this. I'll let you read this. I did see it on the footage and the dog he hit it hard. If it's green, least, if that dog hits it, it's a padding. But this, what I saw on the camera was, here's the pole. And what the angle was, the lady was standing like right in between. And there was another, I don't know who the other person was, but they were talking. And the dog, I guess he wanted to get to his master and just darted and hit the pole. Green, blue, purple, at least we have a padding. And I think if that dog had that
Like a
padding,
star, yeah.
he would bounce off. I mean, but have you guys seen this happen? I only
I
had
have.
one. You have.
Yeah.
Okay, this was at the small dog. I'll let you read it, so we'll have it on camera.
And believe it or not, I have also seen where the big thing was the dog went around it. So they could see the pink, I guess,
Okay.
but the green is what they see, and that's part of the problem.
Worse, Lauren just said that TCC has to approve. The TCC guideline, not ARC, is green, the poles have to be green, and they would have to approve it. That's even harder than ARC. So I'm not saying that it couldn't be done, but that is definitely probably a 4-month process.
Okay.
So maybe going with the green ones that are already on order. I mean, I'm just saying as a suggestion, maybe going with the green ones that are in order and seeing how that works might be a start since those are already coming. It's
Better
it's
than
not a
nothing.
no, right, better than nothing, because if you hit the pole, at least it's
Yeah.
soft.
Then
So
you
the
can always
problem
put
is
tape
that-
around them. Doesn't make,
The problem for the
telling you that's
dog
the
vision
problem.
is that stuff blends in. That's not what they see. So they're not, like, dogs aren't colorblind, but they do see a lower spectrum than we do. So a green and a blue are basically the same color to them. So it really does have to be a pink, something like that. But it can be something that breaks the transition of green, 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 green. It can be one strip. And that will break that transition of green across their eye, and they'll see a pole then.
Can be yellow, white.
Yeah, it can be anything,
One
but,
strip.
and it can be one strip on the bottom of it, and that will break.
On the bottom.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why?
We wouldn't, it wouldn't show anybody's eyes, but the,
Yeah, it can be white, it can be reflective white, and that will break the green that they're seeing across their spectrum there, and then they'll be able to make out a pole.
Put celebration logos on the.
Yeah, well, the celebration, that's a good idea.
That would work.
Okay,
Yeah, if they can
Yeah.
be printed like with a vinyl print on them, yeah,
cool.
that's a really good.
Think outside the box.
Yeah. And that still works with the green. I'm just trying to like not get it approved because that's gonna take forever.
Yeah, I think
Well, that's
if we
so
did
much
reflective white with the celebration logo on it, you'll need one on there, and they'll be able to see it.
So white.
Maybe if we order some stencils, we could do a celebration logo. Some
Yeah, okay.
reflective,
Yeah.
white reflective.
Yeah, I'm picturing like the shirts and
Yeah,
the
like
stuff
that's
right there, that's
on the
like
shirt, yeah.
the white shirt.
The white
that
had
have
that, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking,
Okay.
but as a strip.
Or even the image of the dog that you have on the statue.
Yeah, we have an emblem for the dog
yeah,
park we can
dog
put on there
leash.
too.
Yeah, leash and.
I mean, it could say celebration and then do the emblem and just repeat that around,
if
whatever.
the emblem was white, it may even be enough.
With a
Yeah,
banner.
honestly.
Well, like one here, one there, like just the emblem that goes.
That may
around.
almost be
That
enough,
probably
but
would be
how could
enough.
they argue that, right? They approved it,
Yes, that would be green and white.
That would need approval. I don't believe so. If you can look at them when you get them and just to say what you think.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah, we
Sounds
can just
good.
do the emblem a few times around it. That'd be enough.
We
They'll
do
see it.
both for that. Look at it online.
I know I've heard a lot of very positive things about the lights.
I have to.
Now everybody wants it open 24 hours, but that's,
What is the
I've heard
current,
a lot of positive
what's the
things.
current time that we're locking those?
I'm glad we got.
We did extend them, right?
Yeah.
The time? Okay, I thought we did. 10 or? 10, okay.
Can we go back to the workshop? I have a couple of considerations that came to my mind. Okay, so I do not have a group class during Labor Day weekend, but I'm probably in town. Just in case. Also consideration that if you want to do weekend in September,
Okay.
the weather is so good, so maybe a lot of people that are going to the beach. So we may not be having a lot of people coming. I don't know how many people that will be available
Yeah.
during the weekend between 8 and 9. But I don't do group class every night of the week. So
Okay.
I still have opening in during weekdays at 5:30. So
Okay, because that was my other thought. If we didn't do an early morning Saturday, would be to do a 5:30 because that is when most, at least for the large dog
Exactly.
park.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we could do a morning one for the small dog park. I would want to talk to Inglace about when he thinks most people are there because he's on the small dog side. But 5:30, 6:30 is when most of the large dogs are
yeah,
there.
small dog park, I don't go often, but when I go, it's because my first client has to call me at 8:30 and tell me, oh, I have a problem, I can do lesson at 9:30, so it's when I go to the dog park.
Right, okay.
At 9:30 weekdays, there is a lot of people.
Okay.
So even for the small park, probably even weekdays at 9:30,
Good
I
to know.
see a lot of people there. So.
Okay, I know a couple
But I
people.
never go in the afternoon, so I don't know the afternoon.
Okay.
But consideration, well, I'm available the weekend of Labor Day.
That could work.
I don't know how many people they will come during the weekend and during a good
Yeah.
season, and people still go to the beach, they go, so I don't know. Anyway, 5:30 could work
That
for
could work
me.
too, yeah. I do like that.
Weekdays.
That was my original thought because of when people are there. Because then you're not making them go at a time that they don't normally go. So they have no
Yeah, I
excuse
was
not to go.
thinking that, for me, 8 is fantastic because I woke up early, but
Yeah.
some people that may
Yeah,
not be
same.
so great.
That's fair.
And it doesn't matter, that doesn't mean that then we can do maybe in the future a different time, so
Yeah,
we can
definitely.
cover everybody.
Yeah, depending on the reception of it, I mean, it's something that I would like to offer, to dog
Yeah,
park
so
people on a
if
regular basis.
you post on social media and people say, oh, I can do it, so it would be good idea ask when you will be available
can you,
for
yeah.
the next event. So you have, and keep a record, so we do when we know we are useful to people.
Yeah. Well, once we can vote on it and do the social media thing, we can see the reaction that we get on it and what people are saying, if they're commenting on it, like, things like that.
Or even,
Get an idea of the
because
turnout.
we don't talk about August, but we talk about September, you can just put a post there, hey, we want to do a workshop with a trainer. When do you think you will be available? And see what they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do, I know on Facebook posts like votes too.
Oh, yeah.
You can put up a poll. It's a simple thing where, okay, we're gonna do a workshop. Would you prefer it in September, October, November? See what the most people say. That's something that I would have to either work with you on, or I don't know who manages the page. I don't have Facebook, so.
No, but you know what, we can set up a meeting together, like I did with the former.
Yeah.
Chair
Okay.
with Liz Margot, and then now we have Amber too. Or she does the social media too, so I'll get
We
with
should
you.
sit down with them and then.
Yeah, we can sit down and see what we can do for the future.
I know we don't have a quorum, but can I correct a few things on the meeting minutes from last
Yeah,
month?
I just read them too. so-
Okay, cool.
Yes, please do, and then see if you saw some, because I noticed
There's just a few. things
This
I
one
saw
here.
that, and
this one here was not, this was from last. month.
Yeah. And then the very last thing,
And I have, yes, so that was supposed to be your name, not.
yeah,
not
it's
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah, so I just saw that when I was sitting
Okay.
here reading it. So I apologize, guys, I was typing this really fast.
Yeah, and then the light thing.
But I think, yes, that was that, and then it was Jill's name was on here, and then. I didn't catch anything
I think
else.
that was it.
But I'm gonna update that and I'll send you guys the actual copy. The approved, I'll do it online since we have a quorum, we can't really approve this, but
Yeah.
I'll make, the adjustments and I'll email you guys. And see if we can get it voted, approved,
Okay.
and I'll add that to the next, meeting minutes when we approved it.
I will say, since you don't have quorum here, you can call a meeting in August because we didn't have a meeting. This is not a meeting. So if you want to have
Yeah.
another meeting,
I do.
then I would call for it.
So let me do an online vote so we all can vote on it, so be official.
Okay.
So let's do that.
So after this, let's put out an email saying, hey, we didn't have quorum today because of these.
Yeah.
This reason. We want to do it in August. Fun.
4 to 6, 4 to 5 is still good for you guys or not?
I think that's where kind of the vote comes in. Yeah, it works for me, but if
Okay.
Sue can't be on until 5 or 6,
Then
then,
we can adjust that.
you know, and we need to hear from Ingles about why. You know, I haven't heard too much in the
Okay.
emails from him either, so I'm not
So we'll
sure,
see.
you know,
So we'll
where
see.
his
Um,
availability lies.
The hope will be that the other two members. will
Yeah,
be
by
added
then as well.
which is another reason why we have to have it, extra people. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe you can use tonight.
Oh, trust me, I will.
Okay, so that was my thought, like, okay, we didn't even have a quorum yesterday, so can we put this back on the agenda?
it's already turned in his brain.
It's perfect that we don't have quorum because this is proving the point for all committees, not just this one. So
You can throw out there, we had the new potential recruits there in the room
Right.
too.
I mean, I work from home, so I'm pretty flexible.
Okay, good.
And if I'm not gonna be here, I'm gonna do this communication thing, so you guys know that.
When do you work?
I work, between
Yes.
9 and 9:05.
That's when you work
on
on your
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're the one that needs to be approved on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
meeting tomorrow.
Both of them, because right now we only have 3 people, so if nights like tonight, 2 of them don't show up,
then it's just you.
can't vote on anything. I mean, I would if I could, but then.
Just a few people in the committee, it doesn't cost them anything.
it's not everyone actually. And there's only 2 that are not wanting the committees to be bigger. I don't know why.
They probably don't.
Most
either.
of the board thinks that every committee should have as many as the slots as there are.
Yeah, I mean, I think the,
You
I
were
will
into
say
that
5 to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more people, the better. You know, I like that we have a small dog
And
hard
here's the
person
fun
here. I
thing
think we
about
want
it.
to hear because more input from all sides, so.
I mean, there's too many cooks in the kitchen and then there's not enough people to get anything done, right?
Yeah.
So,
Covenants is another example because that's people judging your home. And if you are meeting the requirements or not, I mean, not really, that's up to Grand Manners, but wouldn't you rather have, if you have an issue with a compliance thing, wouldn't you rather more people providing their opinion rather than a smaller group? So that's kind of the argument there.
Yep, it's real easy to say, here's a block of 3, we're gonna vote the same way.
Yes,
I agree.
but hopefully we'll be discussing this tomorrow.
Cool.
Um,
That's all I got. Do you want me to read that today or?
yes, Lauren just said that I don't think they'll have a problem with the celebration logo on them, so we should read it, but that's what Lauren just said, so.
See what they look like.
My,
I was just gonna say, if you want, we can get together as far as getting that logo on and figure it out.
okay,
And we can take a look at them in the park, see what they look like. And then where we should place the logos on.
okay.
Cool.
All right, so this was sent to me, I'll just have you read it out loud, I did see the footage and it did happen. I'll let you read it first and then we can discuss after you read it.
Okay. It says, June 5th, Daisy ran into the new pole in the middle of the small dog park while at full speed. She screeched and now seems okay, but the poles are very dangerous where they are currently placed. Dogs run right through the area. I've never heard her make that noise. Please check the security camera. It's really dangerous for them. We had a witness who said that this has happened to other dogs previously. I hope Daisy is okay. She will likely go to the vet tomorrow.
So I haven't received anything about of that or anything like that. All right, so is it replacements? Are we thinking the placements? Do you guys have any issues with the placements where they are now? Because I know we did vote. Where
So the placements are the placements. I mean, yes, they can be moved, but if you want coverage for the light, they can't just be on the outer rim.
That's what I was.
You know, they're not
They're
football
not the
stadium
brightest
lights.
lights.
They're solar lights that don't have an anchor. So where they are is where they are, if you want that type of light at night, you know, which they're really nice, but I think it's just a matter of pads and separating the color scheme. They just blend into the background. And I bet you if you ran through that dog park with them off at night, you'd hit one of them too. Because you couldn't see them, so. I think this will fix it. I do. I think once,
I go to the park every day and where they are, it's just appears to be fine. I mean,
Okay.
I understand why they have to be there
Mhm.
and they still got plenty of room to run. But
yeah,
that's-
it's not like
that's my
they're all
opinion.
down the middle. I mean, you know, they're staggered.
Yeah, if they were
Right.
right down the middle, it would be a problem, but
Yeah.
I don't see any problem.
Yeah, because we did vote, I don't know if you were probably, you were with us when
Yeah.
we picked the spot, so I asked someone to clarify, we go with the spots, yeah, yes.
Park and everything.
So I just want to make sure we'll go with that. Because that was one of the suggestions, so I just want to bring it up to you guys.
I know.
Yeah,
People had an
the dogs that ran
expectation.
into it, at least in the big dog parks, from what I've witnessed, and not because of where they were, it's because they didn't pay attention. And they didn't see them.
And that's why we need the cushion, so in case that happens.
Cushion in case it happens.
And then the white to be.
White logos on there.
Should be perfect.
That'll be plenty, I think. I think that'll fix the problem. Cool. That's all I got.
So do we have any, let's see, any member comments?
Yeah, the numbers, you got
Yeah,
comments?
Or residential comments?
All looks handsome today.
What would the date for the next meeting be? If you have one,
Well, it's,
if you have one in
so
August,
are we going Tuesday?
Yeah,
We still
yeah,
going
yeah.
Tuesday, right?
We gotta vote.
So if I'm gonna be a Tuesday.
third Tuesday?
Well, no, this is the second, right? This is the second.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
today's 11th.
What, is third Tuesdays better for you, or? are you-
Oh, I don't care
Okay.
either way. Like I
So-
said, as long as it's between 9:02 in the morning, I'm fine.
Okay, then let's keep it let's do the second, well, this is the second Tuesday, right? I'm so.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, second Tuesday. Let's try a second Tuesday. Okay, we'll do a vote for 8th of August, for.
The time I can't say because
Let me see, yeah, let's find out.
5 to
if
6 is
English-
fine too, as far as I'm
English is
concerned.
okay,
But
yeah. Okay,
if that means that they can then be here as far as Sue and.
Yeah, the only thing I would be for me is a doctor appointment from my surgeries. Other than that,
on Tuesdays?
I don't know. I don't have a calendar.
Oh, I thought you had.
In case there is, but I'll let you
Okay,
know.
all right, yeah, well, we just do a vote and we pick a different day, so,
Doesn't matter to me.
okay. All right, sounds good. All right, did we have any, did you want to add anything else? I mean, do you need to add anything else?
No, if you need me next Tuesday, next meeting,
Oh, next meeting.
I can be here.
Okay.
Okay, good to know.
If you need me, just let me know, then I move my client. I don't have a group class on Tuesday yet, so
Okay.
that will be easy for me to move, so you just let me know.
Yeah, we'll see if Sue and English would like to hear from her what the plan is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or if, we can just kind of reiterate.
And if not, we could do emails.
Yeah,
Or like
That's
every
fine.
week,
And
you know.
if they're then on the committee, then at least they've been here and heard.
Right.
We can just vote on it.
And if you have any other ideas, like some pops up if you leave, just, you're part of that chain that we did when we did that group email together. You want to bring some of that email, some of those ideas up, you can do.
Sure, well, I was thinking to contact the American Kennel Club to
Okay.
see if you guys can, talk to them. They still have this amazing deal, they save some money. I don't know what are the town policy to buy things that are already used, but they're used for 3 or 4 days. So
Inside,
what is
Yeah.
it?
inside.
Inside by
Yeah.
professional, they
Yeah.
compete. So I
They're
imagine, yeah, they're almost.
Or they could donate them for a tax write-off.
They could do that.
First, I will ask
Yeah.
if they're still doing that, and then we can talk about
Yeah, cool.
donation.
We have a little bit more than I thought we did too, so that's good. As far as the funds. I thought we were around the 16 mark.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
You must have put a couple in there for us, didn't you?
No, not at all.
Didn't Scott have
Don't
some,
even say that, don't believe me.
didn't Scott have some information on these?
Yeah, but I think I think before we changed committees, I could have swore you and Scott were talking about the shade structure. Were you with the shade
Scott-
structure, or was he with the?
I was just looking at the same companies I was, just
Okay, that's what I
online
thought you
companies
had the
that
same
do,
ones. Okay,
that do these types of equipments. But if we can go that route, we'll start there first, because it's not like it's a huge rush.
So who I'm going to email with the information?
I'm gonna email you tonight, so you have mine, and we can just go back.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, I got anything? Sure.
Real quick, so when we start discussing agility equipment.
Mhm.
We have to be careful that when we put this equipment down, everyone's happy with the equipment, because I know.
Yep.
We put this equipment down and then like our dogs are, because that's gonna be taking space.
Yes.
Have you had any issue, like anybody with,
Everybody's
everybody's all
all
like,
but yes, we want it.
okay,
And even from small dog. Right, I know a few people, like I see in Valley Mountain, that I know go to the small dog park, and I've mentioned, hey, would you guys like, some agility equipment? And they say, yeah, a few things in the corner would be great for them to play with, and that's what I'm thinking as far as the launch dog park is the far corner where nobody ever goes.
And we might need to think ahead with ARC about colors
Okay,
on that.
okay.
Those will need ARC approval, but I think that could just be like snuck through and then also, not snuck through, but like explained as to why they don't comply with anything.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they're like orange or anything. I actually think they were green from the pictures that I'm remembering,
Yeah,
so.
but that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
you're gonna run in, if they are green, you're gonna run into the same issue where dogs are gonna run into it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, not if they're in a perimeter, and that's where I think he's talking about. the
Yeah, I'm
perimeter.
thinking of the far corner there, down by like the cement area where dogs are never running anyways.
Well, they need to have a clearance between one and the other.
Yes,
so-
definitely. But I'm thinking
otherwise-
we're only gonna get, probably a maximum of 7 pieces here, and then we're gonna have to split those between, depending on what you can do with the ABC. I mean, that could change everything. So that kind of stuff at a cheaper,
logos on that.
so we'll see.
all right, well, yeah,
Yeah.
because they'll.
Hey, we'll have the stencil, right?
Just in case,
Right,
yeah.
Just throw logos on everything.
I'm just trying to
Logo
think
everything.
ahead, man.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
All right, guys, so I will be emailing everybody the changes.
Okay.
And then I'll email you guys about the next meeting, so I think August 8th is good, but I want us to vote on.
Can you make the changes without having an official meeting?
What do you mean?
But it's still an official meeting. It just wasn't a meeting where action could happen.
Didn't vote
So
on
it's,
Oh, okay.
So-
I thought they were minutes.
But they are, but we can do.
Last month's minutes, he's correct.
Last month, you weren't for this one, so that's, but I'm gonna have everyone, do online vote if they approve minutes. So. And if we have to, next meeting, go over the process again, then we'll do it, but.
Okay.
Do online.
Sounds good.
All right, guys.
And then just email me for all of us, whatever you need to do for if tomorrow it goes on the agenda.
yeah,
Sounds good.
I'm gonna try and put it right in the top. So we'll see.
Then that'll be done.
I'll let you know how that goes either way.
Because then if that happens and then they're officially on it, then we can vote right away on the August meeting and we can vote
Oh, yeah.
right out away on the date for that and just all that stuff. So we'll do it right online because they were here today. So.
All right, guys. Anybody needs to say anything? PR?
Oh, yeah.
Paul Raskin's.
Paul?
Oh, you have anything to add?
Hello? No, I'm just listening. Thank you.
Thank you. Usually it comes up as his first and last name. All right.
Did you hear everything about the committees, Paul? About adding committee members?
It would help.
Okay.
It's, I guess the point was to make the committees to have, an inability to reach a quorum, and you've accomplished that. But if you want them to have a
Yep.
quorum, you should
That's
enlarge the
successful.
size of the committees.
Okay, good. That's good to hear that from the community.
Thank you, Paul. All right, guys, thank you so much. Anything else you guys want to talk about? All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
I will send my notes out. I have to mark it this week.
Thank you, guys.